Imagine standing in the heart of Paris, 1789. The air buzzes with the electric charge of change, the clamor of voices clamoring for bread, equality, and liberty. This is no simple tale of a nation's struggle. It's the story of a world turned upside down, the birthplace of modern democracy. The French Revolution is often heralded as the genesis of modern liberal democracy, a cauldron where ideas of equal citizenship and personal liberty combusted into action. It was not merely a French affair but a potent catalyst that influenced every corner of the globe, challenging the very foundation of what it meant to govern and be governed. As we delve into the origins, events, and impacts of this seismic event, we aim to provide a comprehensive understanding of its complexity and its profound influence on the tapestry of human history. The French Revolution was precipitated by a combination of intellectual enlightenment and economic desperation. Enlightenment thinkers such as Voltaire and Rousseau questioned traditional structures of power and authority. The immediate financial crisis, exacerbated by France's involvement in various expensive wars, including the American Revolution, left the state on the brink of bankruptcy. This economic strain was felt most acutely by the common folk, who bore the brunt of increased taxes and food shortages. The Ancien Régime, the old order of French society, was a complex hierarchy predominantly underpinned by feudal rights and obligations that seemed increasingly outdated in a world that was rapidly changing. The Estates General was convened in 1789 for the first time since 1614 under the financial crisis, highlighting the regime's inefficiency and inability to manage the state's debts. This gathering, however, would soon escalate into a revolutionary assembly, signaling the beginning of the end for the monarchy. The symbolic storming of the Bastille on July 14, 1789, marked a crucial turning point in the revolution. It not only represented a blow to the monarchy's authority, but also unleashed a wave of violence and the overthrow of traditional structures. The subsequent Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen articulated ideals that would become the cornerstone of the new social order, asserting the universal rights to liberty, property, security, and resistance to oppression. The National Assembly, formed by the representatives of the Third Estate, the commoners, took significant strides toward reforming the governance of France. They worked towards a constitutional monarchy, a significant shift from the absolute monarchy that had ruled France for centuries. King Louis XVI's vacillations between support and subversion of the revolutionary reforms, however, would eventually lead to his downfall and the rise of a republic. In September 1792, the monarchy was abolished and the First French Republic was proclaimed. This period, however, is marred by the Reign of Terror, where thousands were executed under the guillotine's blade, including Louis XVI and his wife, Marie Antoinette. The Committee of Public Safety, led by figures like Robespierre, oversaw this radical phase, justified by the need to defend the revolution from its internal and external enemies. The revolution was steeped in Enlightenment ideals, which advocated for a rational order of society based on the principles of freedom, equality, and brotherhood. These ideas challenged the traditional structures of power and set the framework for modern political ideologies. The writings and ideas of figures like Montesquieu, Voltaire, and Rousseau played a significant role in shaping the revolutionary agenda and policies. The revolution leveraged the power of media extensively. Pamphlets, newspapers, and journals played a crucial role in spreading revolutionary ideas and information. Symbols such as the tricolor flag and the guillotine became powerful tools of revolutionary identity and fear, respectively. The revolution had a profound impact on slavery and the colonies. The Declaration of the Rights of Man was initially silent on the question of slavery. However, revolutionary ideals eventually led to the first abolition of slavery in 1794, although it was reinstated by Napoleon before being abolished again in 1848. The Revolutionary Wars began in 1792, as revolutionary France found itself encircled by hostile monarchies. These conflicts were driven by both defensive motives and the revolutionary desire to spread the new political ideals across Europe. Women played a pivotal role in the revolution, from marching on Versailles to demand bread to intellectual participation through writings. Figures like Olympe de Gouges and Charlotte Corday are testaments to the active involvement and crucial impact women had during this period. The revolution profoundly altered the societal structure of France. It dismantled the feudal system and set the foundation for future advances in civil rights and the secular state, though not without significant violence and upheaval. The shockwaves of the French Revolution were felt across Europe. It inspired uprisings and reforms, but also fear and backlash, leading to a reconfiguration of the European political landscape. In North America, the revolution inspired democratic ideals and movements. The success of the American Revolution had already shown that colonial powers could be challenged, and the French Revolution reinforced this narrative, promoting ideas of liberty and democratic governance. The French Revolution remains a profoundly significant event in human history. Its legacy is complex and multifaceted, influencing a wide spectrum of political, social, and economic changes globally. Its echoes can still be felt in modern discussions about rights, governance, and the role of the state in individual lives.